with Jared Ward ahead of NYC Marathon. So, what has the last couple of years been like for you since Rio?
Oh man, it's had everything in it. You know that Rio experience, the Olympic trials and the marathon there in Rio were some of the best running memories of my life. But I was training through some pelvic injuries to get there to that starting line in Rio, and so I was very fit, but on the edge of broken, and it took 2017 to sort out this pelvic injury that I had and get it back under wraps, and then I started off this year, I think, with a hamstring injury that probably was tied in some ways to what was happening in my pelvis. And so, man, it's been a lot of ups and downs, but I got healthy and had some fantastic training in the summer. Loved spending some time in Flagstaff and working out with Scott Fauble and Scott Smith and some of those guys out there in Abdi, and had a fantastic summer. And then I came back up to Utah and tweaked my hamstring again in September, and really was ready to say that this race was too soon and pick a later one. But when I was having the conversation with David Monty and Roadrunners here, they really encouraged me to just come out and run. And with stories of other athletes that had done well when they thought they were undertrained. And so I recommitted myself to New York, and the last 6 or 7 weeks has been really, really good training. So, I know that 3-week block that I missed in September is important, but I feel great and I feel fit, and I'm excited for today as an opportunity, or for this weekend and Sunday as an opportunity to just go out and run with these athletes.
So was that 3 weeks totally off the running?
No, I was still running, but off of workouts, and there was light running and a lot of cross training.
So I mean, obviously coming off Rio, I think a lot of people, looking at 6th place, it's a fantastic performance. So like the sky is on the rise, and then to have those injuries, I mean, what's the lowest point you've been since then?
Oh, the injuries have been hard. The injuries have been hard in terms of lows, being frustrated when I feel like I can't quite prepare for races over 2017 like I had wanted to. But really, it's been a great time, and I still love running, and I still love the other stuff that I'm involved in, and I have a great support system with my wife and my kids, and so I don't know. I remember thinking if at the end of thank you. I don't know what that was. That was a funky looking bug, wasn't it? I remember thinking at the end of 2017 that if I still love running at the end of this year, then I still got some running in me, because really on paper it was really the first year in my life that hadn't been better than the year before in terms of running. And so I've been fortunate that way to just have a series of good years that built all the way through 2016. But I still feel like it's in there, and whether and I don't know how deep it's in there, and when I can hope to get that to resurface, but I still feel it in there, and I'm still looking forward to obviously this marathon and marathon next year and the Olympic trials coming up, and I'm excited for this American field. There's been a lot of talk on depth of American marathoning, and I'm excited to get out there with this American field in New York and shake it up. I think there's an opportunity to get a handful of Americans in the top 10 here with the quality of guys that are here, and so I'm excited to be out there with these guys and kind of working on that depth of American marathoning Sunday.
Yeah, I know your PR is 2:11:30. Right? I mean, there's been a lot of talk like, oh no, American rock is able to break 2:10. It's like this big barrier. I mean, what do you think you could have run like that sort of fitness you put it on like Berlin or something like that?
Well, I hope that given how hot and humid it was in Rio, that it counts for maybe 2 minutes, which kind of puts me on the edge there. But I don't, I would say to not sleep on the Americans in this field as the weather keeps looking good. New York's not known as a fast course, but I think a lot of that is the sporadic weather. And Sunday looks like, frankly, pretty dang good conditions. And so I don't know. I wouldn't say to sleep on these guys come Sunday, and I hope to be right in there with them.
So what do you think top American time on Sunday? What do you think?
Ah, man. 2:10:38.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think think it's going to be on that 212. Like, we're having a discussion.
You think at 211? Sub 212, or it's going to be in 212?
211 something.
211
that
something.
That would probably be my guess. Maybe 210.
Yeah. There's a lot of good guys, and so that's what I would have said 2 weeks ago. But when I look at this weather, I don't know.
It depends how the race goes out, right?
That's
true. It's fast off. There might be some issues with it, but it's too fast. Yeah.
Right. We'll see.
All right. Good luck. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Good to